Master Quest Episode 2. Let's go. Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to episode 2 of the Master Quest, okay, with your boy Tony, where we are going to attempt, this is my attempt at getting a complete PAL, UK PAL Sega Master System boxed. Manual doesn't matter. Full UK PAL boxed Sega Master System Quest, all 269, why am I pointing? 269 games in my collection, okay? I am fulfilling a promise that I made to myself when I was approximately 8 years old. I remember vaguely saying, wouldn't it be cool, or I would love to, excuse me, one day I'd love to have a full Sega Master System collection. So this is week 2 of fulfilling little Tony Fighter's dream, okay? So the reason I wanted to do a video so soon, I want this series, if you like, it's going to become a series, isn't it? This series was going to be not like weekly, not like my Monday night live with Tony. Check it out, Monday Night Live with Tony. It's 7 o'clock every Monday, live. It's not going to be something like that. It was going to be something, I'm in it for the long haul. So it could take me 10 years to complete this. So there might be a video the 1 week, then 2 or 3 weeks go by, or 2 or 3 months. I don't acquire many games or anything like that. I've got nothing to talk about. So it's going to be one of those slower series that plods along, if you like, documenting my progress of fulfilling 8-year-old Tony Fighter's dream of having a full PAL set, okay? So, but the reason I wanted to do another video so soon is because of you guys. I received... I've been on YouTube for 2.5 years, I want to say now. Just over 2 years. No, probably 2.5 years, okay? And that video I put up last week received the most positive response I think I've ever had. I'm not about views, but what I'm talking about is the well-wishers, the information people are giving me. You know, like I'm learning. I'm not pretending I'm an expert here now, right? On the Sega Master System. Those experts are out there, and I was fortunate enough that there are experts commenting, friends of the channel, we subscribe to each other's channels, giving me tips, advice and stuff like that. So the first part of the video I want to do is I want to go through those comments. But before we do that, I just want to say what we've learned. So we learned there was 269 games. I didn't even know that when I first started doing that video last week, okay? So I know it's 269. I made a mistake then, okay? So step 2 last week, if you haven't watched it, so quick recap. I was educating myself, baby steps, okay? So step 2 was to find out how many games I owned. But when I counted them, I moved Forgotten Worlds, okay? So I counted 58 games in my collection. That was ground zero, that's where I was starting. But actually, it was 59, because this wasn't in my shelf racking. It's kind of loose. I need to come up with a solution. That'll be in another video, maybe, when I figure out what I'm going to do with my storage situation, okay? But I'm not going to let something like that hold me back. So I thought there was 211 games to go, ground zero, but there's actually 210, because I forgot. You can almost say Forgotten Worlds. I forgot about Forgotten Worlds. There's a pun there somewhere, isn't there? So I'll just put that back. So thank you, the person that let me know about that little blunder. The other thing we learnt as well, kind of through the comments, but if you saw my last week's pickup, so I think I did it live on Monday Night with Tony live, I had some Master System games, okay? So one of the games was, I'll show you the rest of my pickups, was Bomberade. I absolutely fell in love with this cover of this, okay? That looks so cool. It looks like a Mega Drive, doesn't it? Game, but I can assure you it's a Sega Master System game, okay? Someone said, I think on the live stream, that is the US version, so I was gutted. Then they weren't sure if it does work on the PAL or the UK Sega Master System, and I am happy to confirm it does work. And I'm also happy to confirm it's a great game. I was playing this as soon as my live stream finished. That's what I was playing straight after. Really, really good, cute little shmup, you know. But yeah, so I'll do the comments first, then I'll show you on this series all about Master System. So I've got 7 games to show you that you might have already seen last Sunday. But I've also got, so stay tuned, I've also got, I went game hunting yesterday. Wasn't really planned. And I found 10 other games. I'm pretty sure they've all got the manual as well, but we'll talk about that. So I got 17 games to show you guys to add to the collection, alright? But we'll get to that, okay? So I just want to go through the comments. I have replied. I'm one of those people that replies to all comments. I appreciate all comments, even replied to the negative comments as well. But yeah, so I just want to thank you before we go in further. Thank you very much. Got my iPad just here, and I'm going to go through all the comments. So thank you everyone that wished me luck and give me some good advice. So this is in no particular order. Okay, so friend of the channel, Angry Moose, commented, "Best of luck with this. Looking forward to following you on your quest. I'll keep an eye out for Master System games myself. If I ever come across any on my travels that you haven't got, I'll let you know, okay?" That's such a nice thing to do, do you know what I mean? So it's becoming our quest now, I suppose. I know it's my quest, fulfilling my lifelong dream to own every 269 games. I know that now. That's ingrained. That number's special to me now, 269. Yeah, so isn't that really nice of him? So that will come in handy. Do you know, like, in a couple of years' time, when my collection, I've got the more common games, when I'm looking for the real big hitters, it'd be really nice if someone says, I don't know, for some reason, I didn't know the Smurfs game, right? I didn't know there was a Smurfs game. It was never my cup of tea. It was always on in Welsh, here in Wales. So I don't think I got no attachment to it at all. So I wasn't aware there was a video game. If I saw it back in the day, I certainly wouldn't be interested in playing it. Okay, I don't know, is it a good game? But the reason I'm using that as an example, it's a rare game, it's a really expensive game. So for example, the Angry Moose might be out somewhere, and it might just be a message, say, oh, I've seen a good condition Smurfs in whatever, CEX, and it's in good condition, just to let you know. Then I can hop on and see if I can go and buy it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I love that. Thank you so much, the Angry Moose. Linda the Gamer Girl, another friend of the channel. Good luck. Yes, I'm going to need as much luck as I can get. Marco's Blind Gaming 2076. Nice one, mate. Looking forward to following you on your master quest. Thank you very much. Again, so many positive comments I've had, okay? My next door neighbour, Retro Red Steve, commented. Now this is interesting. This is, again, stuff I didn't know, I wasn't aware of, okay? Those top-end games on CX will definitely increase in price if they get in Tony Buddy. It's going to be very tough task getting them all, bud. I thought about it years ago and got put off by price, and the prices have shot up since, bud. A tip I'd use that might help, but is to go after the big ones first. Also get a pot and put X amount of money away each month. Then get bigger titles when you got enough in there. Buying bundles will help keep the cost down, as well as you can sell on the games you don't need. Brilliant advice. So where to start with that? So I wasn't aware that CX, but I say I wasn't aware, but I've seen it before where games that aren't in stock, very rare games, tend to come down in price. I'm not saying CEX do this, but I've noticed them come down in price. So then the trade-in is lower. Then when they've got it in stock, they put the price up. So is it a shady business practice? I don't know. But that I thought was very interesting. What else was he good info in here? Yes, so funny enough, yesterday when I was in, again I'll talk about my pickups later on in the video. Very good advice about buying the big hitters first, okay? So again, I'll use Streets of Rage 2, and on CX it's £290 without the manual. That'll do me. That's a lot of money, okay? The man in the shop yesterday was saying the same thing. He was a game collector. He is a game collector as well, and he said he was going for a complete NES collection, and he had these games, and he thought, oh, I'll sell them now and buy it again, and he regrets it because he sold one game for 50 odd quid, and it was only like 3 or 4 years ago, and that game now was over £100. So that is good advice. Again, we're still very early days. I would probably, like, if I bought, again, just use Streets of Rage 2 as an example. If I bought Streets of Rage 2, £290, that'll be the only game I'll be buying that month, do you know what I mean? So, yes, if I saw it yesterday, for example, it'd be a, I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have bought it, but then I wouldn't have had the other games in the collection as well, okay? So it is very, very good sound advice the more I think about it. Because say the £5-6 games in 3 years' time might be £15, depending on the way the retro game market goes. But the £290 games could be £350, £400. You just don't know. But over the small amount of time I've been game collecting, I've been a good 5 years, mind, game collecting, it definitely is the case where games just seem to be going up and up and up in most cases, okay? Buying in bundles, that's something, I don't like using Facebook Marketplace, but I'm finding myself now scrolling through Facebook Marketplace where people are selling a console with all their games. I don't need another console. I wouldn't mind a Sega Master System 1. I've got the 2, because that's the one I grew up with, okay? But I wouldn't mind, so maybe if I bought a bundle, 3 or 4 games with the Sega Master System Mark 1, is it Mark 1? See, I don't know, the first console. Yeah, I'd like that in my collection, so yes, I'll probably end up doing that. But thanks, RetroRed Steve, good advice as always. Blue Tonic 78. Good luck, mate. That's quite a name, but if your heart is in it and it means so much to you, then why not? Exactly. Obviously, prices for some games are mad, but with some trade and a bit of luck here and there, I'm sure you'll get there. I'm not an expert on the matter. I don't have a full Master System set, but I would suggest prioritising games you want to play first. Brilliant advice. Get those out of the way so you can enjoy owning them, and then if you still fancy it, fill in the gaps of the rest as the years go by. If it takes you a year, good luck with that one, lol, or 20, it'll be what it'll be. Just enjoy it. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. Really nice comment there, do you know what I mean? So I'm probably going to do it in another, I don't want this episode to go on too long, but I've kind of taken Blue Tonic's advice, gone on CX, done screenshots of games I've always wanted to play, and they're ranging from £5 to £35, £40, you know what I mean? So we'll do that again, but that's sound, I really do like that advice, okay? Girl Payne says, good luck with it, thank you. My imaginary friend Chris, he was with me yesterday, and he says, and I shall help you with this challenge, and he did help me with this challenge. Thank you very much, my imaginary friend Chris. Generation Pixel, you are mental. Maybe a little bit. You are mental. A complete PAL SMS is a mammoth task. Yes, it is. Best of luck to you, and it wouldn't be me, and some of the prices are nuts. Yes, I agree with everything you said right there. So yes, I know. Who knows? Maybe the games will come cheaper. I don't know. I'm lucky, but I'm not usually that lucky. Okay. 8-Bit Boy UK, mentioned him in the video last week. Now 8-Bit Boy is one of the YouTube channels. Definitely go check him out, guys. He's got the full set, you know. Okay. So what did he say? Don't do it, you madman. Okay, so you're going to get loads of help because quite a few of us on YouTube have already done this, namely Tutti UK and Retro Rewind. We'll get to Retro Rewind soon. It definitely won't be cheap, but taking your time is a great idea. Yeah, I'm not going to go mad with this one, guys. Let me know if you need a list on a spreadsheet of every game, and definitely stick to the PAL set, 269 total. And thanks ever so much for the shout out, mate. Again, brackets, you're more than welcome. You've already got some cracking games there, mate. There are going to be a dozen that are going to be really painful to get, I'm afraid. And 2 or 3 of those are going to be £500 plus at least. Oof, talk about a reality check. Really looking forward to watching your journey. If you stick with it, I promise it's worth it. And it's really exciting and rewarding pastime. Just be really careful of fake sleeves in cases. Didn't know that was a thing. It wasn't too bad when I was collecting, but now it's rife now. All the best of luck, mate. So I really do appreciate that, 8-Bit Boy UK. It's a reality check he's giving me, isn't it? So some of the games are going to be £500 plus, and I know you can get a PlayStation 5. I've got a PS5 anyway. I don't need more than one. But those are going to be the ones. Do you know what I mean? That I'm going to. I don't know. I like RetroHead, Steve. Maybe I'm going to have to put a bit of money away each week or something like that. I like to think I'm good at turning negatives into positives. So my beer money, my alcohol money, which I've stopped drinking, I've been sober for 5 years now. That's what funds everything you see here. Okay. So the next step now is in trying to lose weight and I'm fed up of being obese. So and yes, I am obese. So I'm trying to cut down on takeaways and certain things I order each week. Ice cream. So no takeaways, 1 takeaway a week and ice cream in my Asda delivery, okay? That's going to go towards these big hitters. So I'm already thinking about it. So that £500 game, say it's Smurfs. Say, again, I can't believe that's so expensive. But say I pay £500 for Smurfs, nice condition, and it's all legit, okay? Then that'll be my reward for so many months or years of not having takeaways, etc, etc. That's why I'm trying to turn the negative into a positive, okay? We'll talk a little bit more about 8-Bit Boy UK later on in the video, but thank you very much. That is good, solid advice. Sega Collect, I would forget those CX prices for the higher end stuff. Again, a few people are saying this. Again, I had no idea. They will remain out of stock too, as they're not offering people enough compared to real value. As others have said, I would be patient and try for complete with manual. Good luck on your journey. Like again, saying with the manual thing, if it's got a manual, I'm obviously I'd rather have a manual than not. But I need to come up with like a rule or something where if it's £2 more for a manual, I'll buy it with a manual, okay? Because that tells me if the manual's looked after, the game has been looked after as well, okay? These aren't complicated games, there's only 2 buttons on the Sega Master System, okay? I can figure most stuff out. But I would rather have a manual, yes, I would. But I can't justify, let's use Streets of Rage 2, again, educating myself. Streets of Rage 2 without a manual is £290 in CX. Streets of Rage 2 with a manual is £340. I can't justify paying £50 for a manual. I like manuals, but I don't like them that much. But I need to come up with, for the lower end games, if it's £5 more, do I pay more for the manual? Like, I need to come up, what's a manual worth? That's the question I need to find the answer myself for, okay? We got Retro Rewind, another YouTube channel. Go check him out. You probably, if you subscribe to me, you probably subscribe to him as well. He's got the full set as well, okay? And he does a lot of videos with gameplay, 10-minute teasers and stuff like that. So I use his channel as reference. So if there's a game I was going to buy before I decided to go for this full set, I'd have a quick look. He'd play the game really quickly, and I get a feel for the gameplay and his initial reactions and thoughts on the game, and a quick review, in and out, no messing around. So his channel is like It Bit by UK. His Retro Rewind's channel is going to be like a reference source of information for me, if that makes any sense. Anyway, what did he say in the comment? First off, don't do it. Oh, sorry, he said, first off, FFS, for fuck's sake, don't do it. I wanted a full set since a kid, so glad I ticked it off in 2022. Don't believe the CX prices. A lot of them games have never been in stock with them, so prices are well out, and most you were talking about are £400 plus games now. So yes, quite a few other people have commented that. That's grim reality, but it is what it is, unfortunately. I've done a video of the full 269 collected, and also one of the big hitters, which might help you out. First thing I would do is go for the big hitters. Another one giving this good advice now, because every year they seem to add another £100 plus shit. I would say, if you're serious, I would go completely in box that way. If you change your mind, you're not buying again down the line, as it's getting pretty impossible to find manuals. Like I said, again, it's early days. This is week 2, isn't it? So I haven't changed my mind to the manuals yet, okay? But what he's saying is making perfect sense, you know, because he's been there, done it. He's completed it. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy to help you in any way to get you a full set. So feel free to get in contact, as I can help you put in touch with people selling Master System games, etc. Very best of luck, dude. What a nice comment, you know what I mean? Like, I've had a bit of back and forth with this Retro Rewind. I've commented on videos, he commented on mine. But it's like, I've never met these people, and they're offering good sound advice and offering to go the extra mile to help me out and stuff like that. So thank you guys, thank you so much. How many have we got left? There's so many comments I had. Retro Import Gamer 513. Blimey, that's going to be quite an expensive task at today's prices. I'm glad I'm not trying. Recently thinned my collection right back. You definitely got a good collection to start with. Yeah, I'm doing alright, I think, so far. Really interested to see how you get on. We all need a goal in life. Yes, this has focused me. And I will say, we all need something to focus on, okay? Or a goal in life. When I was in this particular store yesterday, I glanced at the PlayStation 1, I glanced at the PS2, 3, I was just so, where's your Master System stuff? I mean, I was on a mission, do you know what I mean? And I quite enjoyed it. I couldn't afford to buy anymore, put it that way. What else did we get? So we got CAH123. Good luck. You do right to just go for box carts and forget the manuals and card versions, in brackets, and also cover variants. For example, I think there's brown classic versions that push the total count up even more. Again, I never even heard of them, so I don't know, but I'm sticking. I think I might have a change of tune as I get to, say, the 200 mark. I might say, oh, I want to go for manual now. I don't know. I don't think so, though. I really don't think so. Retro Hulkster. So this, if you didn't know Retro Hulkster, he's started again. He's Roger Retro Gamer, okay? Fantastic channel. He's nearly got a full Sega Master System collection himself. So another one that's gonna know. He's been there, he's done it, he knows the pain, do you know what I mean? I think he's got 3 or something left, but they're really hard to find and very expensive games to find, okay? So Retro Hulkster. So, holy shit, you bought the flux capacitor there. Hold tight, it's getting serious. Oh, that's me messing around with the maths. Again, so Retro Hulkster, don't want to frighten you, but CX prices are quite off as they are out of stock. as and when they get one in stock, the price goes up further to nearer the eBay price or more. So that confirms my thoughts of them changing the prices. Like CX, the amount of times I've gone into CX and they've had games, they haven't changed the price. Like a lot of time, if you go in like PS4 more modern, the games are coming down and they've got it priced to say 35 and it might be 28. So I always check with them before because I got the screenshot. But their prices are changing all the time, aren't they? So I bet you once they get 2 or 3 copies of one of the big, really expensive games, yeah, they probably do put the price up. It is a business at the end of the day. Don't really agree with it, but that definitely must be the case because quite a few people have said the same thing. Staying with the Retro Hulkster, looking forward to following the journey, buddy. Having a fair SMS collection, I can say going for a full set is a big task. You're going to need a big wallet, big balls, and patience. Well, my wallet's not that big, my ball's average, but I got patience. I got one of the 3. My only advice is to enjoy each and every game as you get them. Yes, I like that. It's a cool system, and be patient. Some bargains do come by. I've just added a huge hit to myself and only have 3 more to find. I thought it was 3, but those 3 are mental probably. It's worth hopping some Facebook Sega Master System Collection groups to expand your knowledge, and there are some great guys willing to help you out with spares and trades, etc. The full set is 269 odd games. Yes, but that includes 1 card game. Great Soccer. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Going for at least cartridge with box titles is a good idea. Many to find complete are crazy dosh, and you don't play the manual. Exactly. Good luck, dude. Yes, so the point in there, thank you again everyone for the comments. That's the last comment. The bargains. Now, you hear these stories of people having, I found this for £1, I found this for £1. I've got confidence, right, in charity shops. I found Godzilla for the PlayStation 4. Have a look. I don't know how much it's selling for now. It's over £200. Easily over £200. What did I have it for? Either £6 or £8 in a charity shop in the British Heart Foundation in Swansea. So the bargains are out there, okay? So I don't know. Lightning does it strike twice? I don't know, okay? But that's the comments. I really wanted to get that on video and to say a massive thank you. I really do appreciate everybody, the comments, but all the advice people are offering. Again, I'm learning. My knowledge this week compared to last week or 2 weeks ago before I announced I was going for this, I know so much more already because of you guys, so thank you very much. Okay, so how's the collection coming along? So apologies, I've got 2 piles of games, okay? I should have bought that closer. So I'll do the pile of games I've already shown, but I shown them on my live stream last week. So I'll go through them really quickly, okay? And then I've got an exclusive. Now, I've never shown these on my channel because I only bought them yesterday. So I haven't done my normal just pickups video, okay? So really quickly, so we briefly talked about Bomberid. I've taken the CX prices off, so I can't remember prices, but they were going for the going rate, you know. So yes, I've played that. I've had a lot of fun with that game there. Laser Ghost, never heard of this one back in the day, but it's obviously it's a shooting game. New Zealand Story. Now I played this on the not Mega Drive, on the Commodore Amiga. My next door neighbour had this. This I think was probably one of the more expensive games I bought. All these games are bought in CEX, okay? Bought last week. I also bought, oh my god, I'm double dipped now. No, I nearly bought this again yesterday. Black Belt. That's got to be one of the worst covers, isn't it? It's such a charming system. But gotta have a sense of humour when it comes to these Sega Master System covers, okay? Dynamite Duke, an angry Steven Seagal. I was watching the Steven Seagal movie the other day. Yeah, his early stuff's good. I like Steven Seagal. Desert Strike. This looks great. I might have played it back in the day, I can't remember. But I can tell, look at the size of the manual. It's a lovely feeling, isn't it? Don't worry, I'm not going to be changing my mind about the manual situation, but it is a nice feeling to pick it up, but it's got that extra bit of weight, because you know there's a manual in there. And Rampart. Obviously he's got a bit of, I need to clean that up. I wish they'd leave the old school stickers on. I like them, I do. Yes, I haven't played that. Okay, so, we went yesterday, right? It was, I didn't plan on going game hunting. I'm supposed to be saving my money now for later on in the month. There's the Cardiff Gaming conventions on, and it's the same in the same venue as Comic Con, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do both. I'm definitely going to the gaming one though, okay? So I'm going to be putting a bit of money away for that. Alright, I did really well there last year. But then basically, I was posting, so 8-Bit Boy, I was posting a manual for him. He wanted the manual from Bomberin. More than welcome to it. So rather than just go to my local post office, I thought, I'll see if any of my mates want to come out. So I put on the group chat, anyone fancy coming to Port Albert? So we went to Port Albert basically. Just me and my imaginary friend Chris. Only 2 of us went. Shout out my imaginary friend Chris. So I thought, right, there was nothing really in CX I wanted, but so I thought we'll make a bit more of a morning of it. So he had some errands to run, I had some errands to run, and then we thought we'd call in to the Retro Stash, or shout out Retro Stash. And he was closed the last time we went. We were probably only there 3 or 4 weeks ago. But he was closed, so it's been quite a while since I've been there. And he was open, great. And he said days earlier someone had traded in the Sega Master System with all their games, so I actually turned some away as well. I think, yeah, I've left the prices on. I don't know how competitive they are, so I bought 10 games from there. Spent way over my budget, okay? This is me trying to save. But yeah, so I think every single one's got the manual. Again, I'm talking about the manual, but yeah, they've all got the manual. And the seller, it's the same seller. He's really looked after these games, you know. So yeah, I'm glad I bought these. So the first one is casino games, okay? The only thing that catches my eye with that is pinball in there as well. Now, I don't like my card games, that's not my vibe at all, but this is probably a good example now. So I'm gone from a gamer that collects video games to play. Now I'm a collector, okay? So normally I wouldn't look at that. It's £15. I have no idea how good that is or anything like that. But yeah, now I'm a collector. I gotta be picking these games up, you know. Action Fighter, actually thought I had that. I was quite surprised. That was £10. Again, not the best cover. That's motorcycle mirror, isn't it? A lot of people used to think it was a magnifying glass, but when you look, yeah, it's definitely a mirror for a motorcycle. That's what us bikers see, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was £10. PGA Tour Golf, obviously. That was another £10. This game, right, looks as new. It looks like I'm buying it in the 80s, 90s. It's in fantastic condition. So I'm glad I did buy. I'll tell you the games if I remember at the end. What I forgot. What I didn't buy. I just had to be a bit more sensible with my money. Ghost House. Again, fantastic condition. Looks a good laugh if you ask me. That was £20. So yeah, there's a couple of big hitters in here. Can't believe I never had this. I had to double check. Also, as well, I need to come up with a better way of knowing which games I've got. So what I've got is a photograph of my 2 shelves, and then I took a photograph of the games I bought last week. So I was in this shop, zooming in, and have I got Double Dragon? Because I could have sworn I had Double Dragon, but no, I didn't have it. I know I played this an absolute 10. I can probably still beat it now. I know it's a tough game. That's how many hours I put into it back in the day. And that was only £15. I'm quite surprised at that. Again, all these games have got the manual in them as well. Yes, Double Dragon. Really looking forward to getting stuck into that. World Grand Prix. It was a £5. I think this one was the only game that wasn't in this. Like, basically, the Sega Master System games were in 2 separate parts of the store. They had their older stock, and I think that's when I picked that up. And they had this new stuff, so he likes to keep his new stuff maybe more towards the front. It cost me a £5. I wasn't leaving that there. Teddy Boy. Apparently I've played this. Even looks doesn't even remind me of anything. But I've ticked it off in the games I played back in the day. It cost me £8. Rescue Mission. That cost me £8. Again, I'm not saying they're brand new looking, but I don't know what is mint. I don't know what mint is. Maybe a sealed manual. One game in my collection has got a sealed manual as well. Okay, again, this isn't about the manuals, but if we're talking about mint, that's what I need to learn as well. But that's what I would call fantastic condition. Okay, very well looked after. I think this was the most expensive Ghostbusters. I paid £30 for. Again, I don't know if the camera's showing how good condition these are in. And the last one I bought was Super Tennis. Not really the biggest tennis video game fan, but yeah, again, this is one of those games I will play it. I'll probably have a laugh with it, you know. But it's, again, because I'm a collector now, I need these games in the collection. So that was 10 games yesterday, 17 games in total, including last week's pickups as well. So that goes from 210 games last week, we're down to 193 games already. I know it's a long way to go, right? And I know I haven't even touched any of the big hitters, right? But 193 to me sounds a lot less than 210. It really does. It's like, oh, 200, you're just thinking of 200. But I was like, yeah, I got just 190 something games, or just over 100 games, kind of thing. I can kind of, to me, it sounds a lot less. Okay. What else was I gonna say? Oh, the games I left there. Now, someone said, or a few of the comments were saying, buy the games, enjoy them, play them. Now I left, there was 2 Wonder Boy games. It was the first Wonder Boy, and what's the other one? It was not Dragon's Trap. What was it called? I've got the games on the Wonder Boy collection on the PlayStation 4, but those 2 games were £50. One was 20, and the other was 30, I believe. So I didn't buy them. I know I'm going to regret it because they were with that bulk that I bought yesterday. So they were looked after. They probably had manual. I know it's not all about the manual, but they were great looked after games. They probably had them back in the day, and they've just been in a storage box ever since, looked after in a nice, not damp part of the house, do you know what I mean? So I might regret that. But next time I go, he might have them. I don't know how many Sega Master System collectors there are in my area. Okay. Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about, guys. So again, I'm learning all the time. The collection's coming along lovely. Again, I don't know. There might be a video next week. There might be one in a month. There might be one in 2 months. This is a long haul kind of series. Okay. So, yeah, thank you very much for all the comments. I really do appreciate it. I'm listening to them. I'm taking on board your advice, because 2 people have got a full collection. One's nearly got a full, like, 3 games away. So these guys know what they're talking about. I'm so fortunate to have them give me this fantastic advice. Okay, so I can't say thank you enough. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, everyone. And have a great rest of the weekend. Love you. Bye.